Hey folks, welcome or welcome back to another episode of Match Roast with Mordecai, where I break down stages, talk tactics, and point out mistakes to help you get better at cowboy action. Today I'll be going over the first 5 stages and a bonus warm-up stage from Whoopin 2023, hosted by the Tejas Caballeros in Blanco, Texas. The Caballeros have a first-class range, and they put on a fantastic shoot with a great mix of technical and fast stages to test your abilities. If you can't make the annual, they shoot on the third Saturday of every month, so be sure to stop by if you can. Now, since this is a big competition, I arrived the day before to do some side matches and walk through the stages. The side matches are a great opportunity to double check your equipment and make sure everything still works after you go through your pre-competition scrub down. That way, if you forgot your firing pin or that piece of gunk was holding your extractor in place, it falls off when the times don't count. Being able to walk through the stages is also great because it gives you the opportunity to really read the instructions and look at footwork and distances without being rushed or dodging other shooters. Not everything went exactly to plan, so there's still plenty to talk about, but having a plan really helped me relax and focus on execution. Obviously, there's more pressure to perform at a big competition, so every little thing helps. Anyway, let's get this moving. Here's what you missed on the range. Okay, so I know that was a long intro. Glad you're still here. Believe it or not, my posse actually started on stage 1 and ran the stages in numerical order, so stage 1 is actually stage 1 at the hotel. Looks like we're starting with pistols holstered, rifle staged on the right table, and the shotgun staged anywhere safely. The order is shooter's choice, rifle not last, and we are starting with our hands at sides. At the beep, with the pistols, from the left table, engage the center target 3 times, and then engage the outside targets once each and repeat. With the rifle, engage the targets using the pistol instructions, then reload 1 round and engage the center target. Reloads may be staged or come from the body. With the shotgun from behind the middle table, engage the knockdowns in any order. And yes, I know the right table is a chair in the video. Worry not, my friends. The table did appear before we started shooting, so let's watch and see how it went.
Heroes have to be heroes.
Stand by! Excellent run. Nicely done. 21, 74, and clean.
See, I told you the table would be there. Okay, so the first thing is order. I didn't want to backtrack for the shotgun, and we can't end with the rifle, so that means it has to be first. I had originally planned to load the extra round before picking up the rifle, but the instructions specifically state that you have to reload after the rifle string. The point is, it's a good idea to double check your plan with the TO first. That way you can modify your plan before it's too late. And I know it says you can stage the round, but I decided to just pull it from my belt since that's what I practiced. Next, I decided to shoot the shotgun in the middle for a few reasons. Since the shotgun can be staged anywhere, I have it on the table next to my rifle so I can combine the long gun transition. It also means I can be loading as I move to the center table. I shoot the 2 right targets and then line up with the pair on the left as I'm shucking. From there, I can take the final steps to the pistol table while shucking and discard it there. Here I'm focused on pulling the first pistol as I lay the shotgun down, and because I've saved the pistols for last, I can ground them on the table rather than going back to leather. Overall, I thought this was a real strong start. Everything went to plan, and a 2174 with a reload is a solid time, so let's see if we can keep this going. Stage 2 is at the bank, where we have pistols holstered, rifle on the shelf in the vault, and shotgun in the left teller window. The order is rifle, pistol, shotgun, and we are starting with both hands on the money bag in the vault. At the beep, release the money bag, and with the rifle starting on either end, double tap both targets, single tap both targets, and then double tap both targets again. So for example, 1122, 12, 1122. With pistols from the right teller window, engage the pistol targets with the rifle instructions, and then engage the shotgun targets until down from the left teller window. So that seems simple enough. Let's see how it went.
All right, dumbass for Texas.
Stand by! Nicely done. 18, 38, 18, 38, counter say clean.
Okay, so the gun order and placement is set, so nothing to take advantage of there. For the starting position, I like to move my hands forward to the gun so I can be looking at the trigger guard. So I have the money bag placed back towards the stock and I have my relaxed fingers pressed against it. I have a good roll up into the shoulder, and while there's a little hesitation in between the targets, the string was pretty smooth and there's no hiccups working the lever. Then I switch the rifle to my right hand to discard as I'm turning left and step around the doorway. I used to discard with my left hand regardless of the direction I was moving, but using your right hand allows you to turn and start moving faster, so it's a good transition to have in your toolbox. I did have to shuck twice for the shotgun. As I'm watching the video, I wonder if I'm not letting the barrels fall open far enough or something like that. Since both of them stuck, I don't think it was the bad luck hole, but I'll have to keep watching the videos to see if it happens again and maybe take a look at my shucking technique. Anyway, at the time, I took it as a gentle reminder to swab the chambers after the stage was over. And an 1838 is still sub 20, so we're still in the game. Moving right along to stage 3 at the Gallows, where we have pistols staged at the right shelf, rifle staged on the center shelf, and shotgun staged anywhere safely. The order is shooter's choice, rifle not last, and starting in the red square with hands around your neck. At the beep, engage the rifle targets in a continuous Nevada sweep. Pistols same as rifle, and they may be staged or reholstered, and then knock down the shotgun targets in any order. So we have a few options to think about, but nothing too crazy. Let's see how it went.
Woo! That's one way to get famous.
Stand by. Twenty-three oh eight. 2308. And one got away.
Okay, so I think my plan was solid. I just had an execution problem. During the walkthrough, I played around with the footwork, and starting with the right foot forward put me in the right position when approaching the pistols. The pistols went pretty well, and turning left on the last pistol wasn't a problem. I did consider holstering the second pistol, but there wasn't enough space to cover to really make it worth it. It was a little distracting to step around the shotgun, but not terrible, and by positioning it there, I could combine the long gun transition after finishing the rifle string. Unfortunately, I did have a hitch in my rifle that kind of ruined my groove, and I couldn't quite make it back to the far right target before the lever closed. And then the reload looks okay on video, but it didn't feel super smooth on the stage, so between all that calamity and trying to get into position while loading, the first set of shot shells was pretty shaky. Now, I know there were some folks that started with the shotgun and took advantage of being able to start over. So instead of loading as you move with the shotgun from the rifle position, you're shucking the second pair of shells as you move towards the rifle. Another advantage of shooting it that way is you're moving left to right, and you don't have to step around your shotgun to get to the rifle. Anyway, an extra 5 seconds with the miss puts me at 2808, which isn't great, but not a death sentence either, so let's keep moving. Stage 4 is at the Saloon, where we have pistols holstered, rifle staged on the middle bar, and shotgun staged anywhere safely. The order is shooter's choice, rifle not last, and we are starting at the position of choice with one hand on the table and one hand holding the whiskey glass. At the beep, engage the targets in a continuous double tap circle sweep. You can start on any target and move clockwise or counterclockwise. Pistol same as rifle and knock down the 2 shotgun targets. Pistols must be engaged to the right of the right silhouette, and shotgun targets must be engaged past the left silhouette. Doesn't say you have to shoot the rifle from the middle, but I can't think of a reason you would shoot it anywhere else, so let's see how it went.
I couldn't bend down either.
Carl, I prefer it in a glass. After that, it's all good.
Stand by.
Times 1538. Spotters have clean. 1-5.
Alright, so with the rifle being in the middle, it made the most sense to start with the pistols or the shotgun, and why shuck on the clock if you don't have to. Plus, starting with the shotgun would have meant staging it on the far left table or moving from the center, and that didn't really make sense either. Anyway, I started on the center target to minimize any downward movement. I did miss the timing on the double tap for the first pistol, which is why you see that weird hesitation, but fortunately it didn't skip the chamber, so I didn't have to go all the way around the cylinder to try again, or what's commonly known in cowboy as ring around the Ruger. Second pistol was much better. I had to step around the shotgun again to get to my rifle, and I even pulled it back a ways while picking it up off the table. I guess I could have staged the rifle closer to the right and then done a right-hand discard to get to the shotgun, but I don't think it would have saved me any time. I was pretty pleased with the sidestep past the silhouette while loading the shotgun. Anyway, a 1538 is pretty solid even with only 2 shotgun targets, and it definitely went smoother than the last stage. So, confidence restored, let's move on. Stage 5 is at the jail, where we have pistols staged on the shelf, rifle staged in the window, and shotgun on the barrel in the doorway. The gun order is pistol, rifle, shotgun, and the starting position is sitting on a stool at the pistols with hands flat on the shelf. At the beep, engage the targets in a 4-1-1-4 sweep starting on either end. Rifle same as pistol, and then knock down the shotgun targets. So another staged pistol scenario, but the order is set and the pattern is simple, so what could go wrong? Let's see how it went.
Well, I already shot you once.
Goodbye. No way. 1660. 1660 counter-shake clean. 1660 clean.
All right, excellent stage. So, first thing was getting comfortable on the stool. I did try a couple of different positions and practiced getting up quickly so I wasn't wasting any time after the pistol string. For the pistols themselves, I have them in the standard staged position where both handles are pointing to the right so that I can pick them up with my right hand. You can see me kind of miss the second pistol somehow, but I did discard with the left hand successfully, which is something you need to practice if you don't cross draw or aren't used to staged pistol scenarios. The dash to the rifle and the rifle mount was perfect, but I did have one cycle where I didn't quite complete the action and I thought I had jacked a round out. So when I get done with the rifle string, I'm actually surprised when the last round fired, which is why you see me start to reach for a reload. Fortunately, I recovered quickly and really nailed these shotgun targets. The loads were smooth and the splits were lightning fast. So a 1660 on a stage like this is near the high end of my skill level, so I was super pleased and it was a great way to end day 1. I did have the one train wreck, but I was proud of the fact that I was able to brush it off and finish strong. All right, bonus time. Indians have converged on your outpost in the night. One gets a lucky shot and hits you with an arrow. Ah! Pick up your shotgun and take out the 2 scouts. You must warn the town. Grab your horse and ride like the wind. But when you hit the livery, you see they've already attacked. Dismount and take cover. Hit the 5 standing targets as quick as you can and put the rest through the static target. You think you got them all, but wait. More come creeping from the shadows as you draw your pistols. Sweep the 5 targets twice from either direction, and all with the arrow sticking out of your shoulder. Good luck, cowboy. You'll need it.
Ah, engines.
Shooter ready?
So, if you've been watching these videos for a while, you probably think that I'm super competitive and focused on technique. And you're not wrong, but I really enjoyed these warm-up stages. I'm told that this is the kind of scenario that was commonplace when SAS was first starting, and it was more focused on the story and living out famous gunfights from history or spaghetti westerns. Now, I'm not upset with how the sport's evolved, because I think it's become a better test of skill and strategy that's confined to older firearms, which I find more interesting than the modern stuff. But I really love that this club brought back a little taste from the good old days to remind us of the spirit of the game. By the way, I never realized how much I use my left arm until I had to keep it pinned down to hold that silly arrow under it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the first day of Whoopin with me and the bonus stage. I'll try to get out part 2 as soon as I can. Big thanks to my dad, 6-shooter, for coming to cheer me on, help with posse chores, and hold the camera. He did a great job dodging counters and capturing the action. If you enjoyed this video and want more, be sure to check out the rest of my match roast videos, or drop me a comment if you have thoughts or questions. And hit the like and subscribe button to help me out and get notifications when new videos drop. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you all on the range.